Sports. It's in the game.
Someone put me out 'cause I'm on fire. I can't give a shit about what they say. They've been searching for that thing to
Yeah. Don't ask me a thing, how I got her, how I did it. Yeah, spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain, pain, can I kick it? Just to flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same, things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I ask, can I?
Hey, could count on my power, hey, look at my dogs from. It was way back then, could claim what you saw, but you weren't with us. The higher the climb, the harder the fall, but how did you get up? I done got rich and went broke, then got rich again, just a little hiccup. I done been ballin' this pickup. Remember me being so bummy and being so hungry, I had to eat gristle. Ay, how did you let it go?
The rain is falling, the fans are soaked, but here's the bottom line. We've got football at M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, Maryland. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Cleveland Browns and the Baltimore Ravens.
Chris Boswell set to kick off.
Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
On the carry.
Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
On second down, here's Henry. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 16 yards, a first down.
I remember watching Derrick Henry come out of Alabama and sitting with some scouts, and one of the debate points with him was, while at Bama, how often did he have to deal with contact near the line of scrimmage? They were so good up front that he often got to the second level pretty easily. I think he's starting to answer those questions with runs like that. He's a physical guy.
And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And he almost made it, but just short. Finally out of bounds, right down around the goal line. It's a big run that time by Henry. 52 yards.
1 yard line.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. First and goal. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. It's the fullback. His first touchdown on the year. And the Ravens take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. And we'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward, but they kick it here, and it's good.
Browns Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This one fielded at the 5. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. First carry for Nick Chubb, and he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Lowry. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The intended receiver, Taywan Taylor. And it's 3rd down. Charles, already trailing by a touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of their stride?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Julian Blackmon. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Derrick Henry. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a 1st down. Trying to punch it in with Howard. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for. One of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal. Trying to punch it in with Henry. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Derrick Henry, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Ravens will add on to their lead.
Justin Tucker lining up for the extra point.
On that sideline, they're saying that was more like it. The 1st down run went backwards, that time into the end zone.
And I like their little bit of courage in play calling, too. Because after an unsuccessful run, especially one where you lose yardage, you oftentimes go right to throwing the football. They came right back with a running play, and it paid off handsomely.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. Linebacker Patrick Queen bringing him down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he will have the first down, but he winds up taking a pretty good shot that time. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
4 yards. First down, Browns.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Now let's see who this is on. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Coleman now. And he'll be brought down here at the 28. Give him 5 yards on the run there, but it'll leave him with a definite 3rd and long on the horizon.
And it's 3rd down.
From the gun, Lowry. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Khalil Mack. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. On 4th down, here's Matt Bosher on to punt. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Taken in at the 22. Call that one an even 60 yards, 6-0. And the Ravens, they'll take over.
30-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They've got things going their way early. 14-0 lead and the football. 1st and 10. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 30-yard line.
On the option, Jackson will keep it. And he'll get nothing there. Stopped right at the line as that will wind us down to the end of this first quarter of play. 2nd quarter now from Baltimore. It's the Ravens in possession. They're staring up at a 3rd and 9 to start it out. From the gun, it's Jackson. He finds Beckham complete. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Running from the gun with Henry. Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48.
Henry on the carry.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory.
And the ball carrier.
I don't care what the emphasis is in the NFL at any given time. Every defense is still going to say their #1 goal every game is stop the run. And right now, they're not doing that, and that really chips away at your confidence.
3rd and 2. Here's Jackson. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. They'll run. It's Henry. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. They keep it with Henry on first down. And he's going to get this inside the 30. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down. I really enjoy watching Lamar Jackson run those RPOs, Charles, but I'll tell you what, it's tough calling play-by-play because you don't know whether he handed it off or kept it.
Makes you focus, doesn't he? You've got to try and stay with it, and even when we do, we often can get it wrong because our eyes naturally go to him because he creates big plays. But if you're a runner and you're playing with Lamar Jackson, aren't you happy? He creates so much concentration on him. It should open up things for you.
And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
On second down, it's Howard. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. Nice job there on the tackle. Keep him to the short gain. And, of course, he got some good news this week. He was named AFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's effort.
And part of the reason he got that award, because of plays like that. Not every play is spectacular. Not every play is for a loss. Make the plays that are in front of you, keep it to short gains, and you pile up statistics.
And he will have a Ravens first down. At least it would appear that way. He didn't get it by much, but yes, they do get the conversion on 3rd and 1.
17-yard line.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Jackson now off the bootleg. And he's going to look that one in one-handed. What a catch for the touchdown. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead. They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. It'll be a gain of 2, and speaking of 2s, it'll take us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Derrick Henry with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Ravens will extend their lead. And it is now 21-0.
Makes the score. Ravens 21. Browns nothing.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Looking to throw. Lowry escaping the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. They find some open field here. And they're going to have this in a great spot way down in Baltimore territory.
On the tackle.
A big play that time out of Chubb. 45 yards on the ground. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Off the play fake. Lowry. Buying time to his left. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well. I
love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync. Only way to play good defense.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Mackenzie Alexander with a pick. And it's a good return here as he'll get all the way up close to the 35. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates are going to check on it, because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. A good down to possibly take a shot, and in fact, they'll come up with an empty backfield on 2nd and inches. Forced out to his left. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Rolling to his right. He'll let it go deep for Ben. That's caught inside the 20. And down to the 11. A big play there just before halftime. 46 yards. That catch for his career is number 731, and that's the number that Calvin Johnson ended with when he stopped his career in 2016.
Yeah, what could have been for him. So maybe now what we'll see is someone else continue to elevate their game and put this number well in his rearview mirror. I think 8.
And it'll be intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 5-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said is...
He's got a man, complete. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. Now a timeout taken. And perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Much more room to operate under after the big play. Here's 1st and 10. Off play action. Lowry. Going deep here for Taylor. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Browns drive about to get started. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
And he is going to have a Browns first down, at least at first glance, as he'll spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on 3rd and inches. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Lowry. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Jeudy. He's got it at the 15. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Jerry Jeudy, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Browns get a score closer. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. A shotgun handoff to Henry. And he'll power his way up near the 25. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
It's a gain of 6.
They'll run it again with Henry. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the 1st. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
A gain of only a yard. It's 4th down.
They'll indeed go for it with Jackson. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. That's a 4th down pickup of 10 yards, and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side. Now Jackson on 1st down. Looking left side, Andrews with it complete. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. This duo locked in, 14 yards there, and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Out of the gun, this is Howard. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there.
Howard, the ball.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Henry. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
At the 47-yard line.
Jackson from the shotgun. And that will be incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Now look at this, 4th and 12, and they're going to line up to go for it. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And it is incomplete. Coverage there by the former first-round pick, William Jackson. Being just short of midfield, they decide to take a crack at it on fourth down. They don't come through.
Sometimes it's just showing confidence in your defense. You know that they're good, and they'll take care of you. A lot of coaches during the week will announce to their team, we're going to be aggressive, guys. We're going to go for it. Hey, defense, you got me? A little bit of a challenge to them to see if they'll pick up the rest of the team.
We'll see how they respond now. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. So the screen good for only 2. Now it's 3rd down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
On 3rd down, Lowry going up top. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for them. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. Back to throw. Lowry. And they're going to try the screen. It's complete. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. A big pickup of 12 yards on 4th down to keep this drive from stalling.
Down, Cleveland.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Run for Nick Chubb, and he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And now you have to wonder, partner, at what point in time do they forget the running game? It's been a struggle so far in this one. I would think they'd have to start throwing it a little bit more.
Off play action, Lowry. Coleman has it here right side. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw and a good one.
On 3rd and 2, Lowry. Fine work by the Baltimore defense to help bring up 4th down. Back now in Baltimore. It's the Browns with a deficit. They're trailing, but with the football here to start the 4th. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Running for it. Here's Chubb. And, boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. Nick Chubb stops short, and the Ravens are going to get the football back.
On downs.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Big stop on the turnover on downs to get the football back, and now it's just all about salting this one away.
Yeah, just slowly bleed the clock away. Clock's definitely on your side. And, you know, when we talk about analytics in the game, what is this one? Advanced win metrics? Because if you take care of the football here, bleed the clock down, with about 95% chance of winning.
Oh, yeah, I'd say 95 or better. And I know you always say it, every coach does. It's just protecting the football at this point.
And knowing that the defensive guys, they're coming after the ball more than they are the person. They want to knock it free.
Again, it's Henry. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on third down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, third down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Henry will get it. He's been busy today. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38.
Stop made by
this drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old-school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here is stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings. The things that you have to do, late game situations, kicking situations, doesn't matter what it is, the things you have to do to win a game, and that comes up in that meeting, then you practice.
And intercepted, maybe the turning point they need. William Jackson with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
At their own 6-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores. Now left side on the swing pass. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to, or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
Not only have they done it, they put themselves in a great position to win this one because holding them down was paramount. If they could get it done, but guess what? We see the end result. Right now, they have their eye on victory.
And leading here in the 4th. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw again. Lowry. They set up the screen to Chubb. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 12-yard line.
Taken down.
Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Operating from the gun. Lowry. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
On 4th down, Lowry. And no, it's incomplete. The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. 1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. A first down carry for Henry. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
Henry, the ball carrier.
Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. 2nd, 3rd guy in, rake it the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Jackson going to run. And he'll wind up getting about 6 out of that, as that's going to lead us to the 2-minute warning. Give him a gain of 6 on the keeper, but it still brings up 4th.
4th down.
So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through, and that'll push the lead up to 17. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
And he's going to get this across the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 23.
23-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. This has been frustrating for them to this point. They have not looked the same as they did coming in, riding that impressive 6-game win streak. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Carl Lawson with a little how do you do as he gets in there for the sack. I don't care if you're taking it in round 1, you're undrafted, whatever. As a rookie quarterback in this league, you're going to have games where you face adversity like this.
Lessons. All the time you're going to face these lessons. The key for this guy is will he be able to bounce back in the next one, because right now this has not been his game.
And his throw here's incomplete. That time he was looking for Jerry Jeudy, and now it's 3rd down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
And he'll lose yardage on this one, back to the 13. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page, because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
There's Matt Bosher now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Pulled in at the 24. And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And that will come the offense as they take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And it's all but certain that this win streak is going to extend another week. Just another tremendous performance in this one. Caught left side. It's Beckham. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a 1st down. You know, Lamar Jackson last season, the first NFL quarterback with 3,000 or more passing yards and 1,000 or more rushing yards in the same season.
And we've seen both of those talents on display here today. We just saw another completed pass. And everyone knew coming out of college he could run the ball. But for some reason, we didn't analyze it throwing the way we should have. I think every time he completes a pass, he says to himself, take that, evaluators. You guys really missed the boat on me.
And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. Oh, looking for Andrews downfield. And he is all the way up past the 25.
Intercepted by the Browns. They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 27.
The Browns drive about to get started. And that unbeaten record very much in jeopardy. It's been a great first few months of the season so far, but they have run into a buzzsaw here, trailing big in the 4th quarter. So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for Baltimore, they remain as hot as anyone, 6-0 now through the first month and a half. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Denver Broncos.
She got me.
Dip
boy on the beat, so you gotta go berserk.
Okay. Sometimes you need a friend, not the ones that just show up and don't put nothing in. You know the ones that lend their hand and want to see you win. When you come up on that lick, make sure you cut them in. And then,